Hey guys, welcome to the Two Docs Podcast. I'm Dr. Ingky.
I'm Dr. Ali here, and welcome to the podcast whereby two medical doctors generally don't speak about medical issues, although for the last 2 months we have been. But last week we already kickstart back on some regular content, and we were talking about the 4-day work week. Does it work for you? This week we're going to talk about something else.
Yeah.
Which I think the whole 4 days work week came after the whole COVID thing,
Yes,
right?
correct.
And during the COVID thing also there was two very hot words that were used by a lot of business people.
Yes.
One was pivot.
Yes, pivot. Yes,
Pivot.
correct.
And another one was called hustle.
Yes, correct. So the word hustle, right, have been in the dictionary for entrepreneurs for a while already, right? And what it means that you work even harder than the next person.
Go all out.
Where you go all out. And if you do not like your regular job, you take a side gig, right? Something that you're really interested in and work on it after hours. So it was made very, very popular by a lot of mainstream entrepreneurs like people like Gary Vee and all. They say, you need to hustle. If you do not like what you're doing, then you need to hustle on the side until your side hustle becomes your main job, and then you can quit.
Get rid of the first
Right.
job.
Now, a lot of people tried it during the COVID, right? Because a lot of people at home, they had a lot of time, and a lot of people started their own side hustles.
Yeah. Such as you making cookies,
Yeah, you make
cakes,
cookies, yep.
handicrafts.
That's right.
And a lot of people doing actually very well.
Yeah, there were a lot of people doing very, very well.
Because no one else was working. Everyone
Yes.
was at home, being on social media. So whatever you sell, there was some willing buyer.
Correct. However, during the COVID also saw an increase in mental stress.
Mental stress.
A lot of people were now more depressed than ever, right? A lot of people were suicidal. Even all these particular mental health hotlines were right. The their
charts,
emails and their phones were going off the charts because people were stressed.
Yep.
And then psychologists actually did a lot of reviews on this particular hustle culture, and actually found out that hustle culture is actually toxic. It's actually toxic for your mental health.
Toxic.
Yeah, toxic for mental
But
health.
it's been promoted by a lot of people.
It's been promoted by a lot of people, all right?
Okay.
And because a lot of people do not like their job, so there are a lot of people actually looking for a way out. However, end of the day, it's actually toxic for the particular person, or toxic for most people, right? It's not for everyone.
So today we're gonna go 6 reasons why we think hustle is toxic.
Yes, why the hustle culture is actually
It's
toxic
toxic.
for you.
Right.
All right. So number 1, all right, it actually reduces productivity. Okay, imagine this, you already work 8 hours a day at
Yes.
work.
Yep.
Right. And now after commuting to work and back from work,
Which takes up extra
Yeah,
time.
which takes extra
so
time.
technically you're doing
maybe 10
hours
hours,
a day.
10 hours a day. All right. You go home tired already. You're drained. You're mentally exhausted, especially after a long work day and you've been screwed by your boss. You're mentally exhausted. And then now your side gig starts. Your side gig starts. All right. It starts at the point whereby you're supposed to rest. All right. So then your side gig starts, and then you work on it for a couple of hours, and then you probably have like 6 to 7 hours of sleep if you do get that. If you get it, good. If you don't get it, please get more sleep. Then what happens is now you're slightly drained.
Yes.
Then you go back to work the next day,
Yep.
slightly less motivated,
Yep.
slightly less productive.
Yep.
And imagine this as it compounds over time. All right,
Both
both
will
right?
get affected.
Yeah, both will get affected. You become less productive in your main job, and
Which
you're less
pays you the fixed
productive-
salary.
Yeah, which pays you a fixed salary, and get less productive on your side
Side
gig,
job.
which would then affect the amount of money you actually bring home. Right, that
And the
affects it.
motivation.
And motivation. Now the company that hired you notice that
Yes.
there's a reduction of productivity.
And they need to review you.
Yes, and then when they review you and they say, you know what, you are not fit for the company because now there's lesser productivity from you. You look so disinterested, and you're always tired when you come to work.
Yep, and you
Alright?
MC frequently.
And then you MC frequently, Now I'm going to
Let you go.
let you go.
Yep.
And now imagine that before your side gig has built up, you're now jobless.
Correct.
All right. So now that your stable income is gone already, now it puts you even in more mental anguish. Imagine your mortgages to pay. You have overheads, your rental, your utilities.
Yep.
Now it's stressful for you because now you have to then tell people that you have lost your job.
Correct.
Right.
You are like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, exactly.
You're jobless.
Exactly. And all this will also spill over to your side gig.
Correct.
And now
Both are not efficient.
now they're both not efficient really. Hence, this is the main reason why hustle culture is toxic, right? It's not sustainable.
Reason number 2, false expectation right from the beginning.
Oh, yes, correct.
False expectation right from the beginning. Now, a lot of people use the word pivot and hustle a lot without realizing what the true meaning is. Everyone just says pivot like as though it was some magical word.
Yep.
If I pivot, I will make money. If I hustle, I'll make money. I side hustle, one side, two side, left side, right side, front side, back side, I will make even more money. Now let's read the definition of hustle. Number one, push roughly. So
Yep.
you simply do a job.
Yep.
Langgar,
Yeah.
you just do only, which is what a lot of people do.
Yes, correct.
You know, they say, all right, I do that, then I'll do Grab. Just do only. But without realizing all the implication and the time spent, and you lost a lot of time that is meant for your family and for your rest. Reason number two, obtain illicit or by forceful action.
Yep.
Your side hustle may not be legal,
Yep. It might not be legal. You're right.
right? Number three, engage in prostitution.
Okay. All right.
All right, that's what it says here, hustle. Engage in prostitution.
Well, to be honest, right, that's actually during the pandemic, a lot of people actually did a lot of this.
Whatever. Okay,
all right,
coming on.
escort.
Companionship. Companionship. Number four, a state of great activity. Okay, maybe
Okay,
this is
yeah.
fine.
Okay.
All right, and the last one, a fraud or swindle.
Yeah.
So that's why when people say you're a hustler,
Yeah. A lot of times it's actually swindler. Okay.
Yeah.
So prior to COVID and all these entrepreneurs using the word hustle, right? When someone say you're a hustler, you're actually a swindler.
Swindler, correct.
And a lot of times, right, it actually comes to gambling, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, you're a card
yes,
hustler,
yes,
you're a
yes,
snooker hustler,
yes.
right? All
or
this
you're,
comes to
or
gambling.
you're a peddler, right? Making a quick buck,
Yes,
selling
correct.
rubbish to people.
Yes,
that's
correct.
what hustler
Yes,
means.
correct.
So when during the pandemic, everyone was saying, I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Do you even know what hustler
Yeah.
being a hustler means?
Correct.
You know? So false expectation. Out of 5 definition, only one was
Only one's
actually relevant.
positive. Yeah. Only one
So,
was positive.
People use that one, but in actual fact, 80% of the job that you're going to get stuck with is not going to be something good.
Yes, correct.
So false expectation.
Correct. All right. So, reason number 3. It makes office politics very toxic. Right. So, hustle doesn't only mean that you do side jobs, right? You could also hustle at your main job. Means like what Ali said, you push and you shove and you do a lot of illegal, illicit things to get ahead of other people. Now, this will actually cause a lot of, it will actually disrupt a harmonious relationship between you and your colleagues. All right. So basically, you want to get to the top much quicker than everyone else. So you take a lot of shortcuts. You go and apple polish your boss and all.
Yeah.
People do not like it.
Step on someone.
Yeah, you step on someone.
Take credit for no
Yes,
reason,
exactly,
you know.
exactly. So all these are actually hustle culture,
Correct.
right? They highly promote it.
Yes.
Right? Please do this in order for you to get ahead of
To
of
get
other people.
ahead, it's okay to step on someone.
Yes, because you are for you.
Yeah.
It's a dog-eat-dog world
Dog eat dog
outside.
world,
It's a
you
rat
might as
race.
well be the bigger dog.
Yes, you
Don't
might as
be
well.
the hot dog.
Correct. And that is another thing is, right, a lot of times, right, your friends get very bored of talking about your side hustle. Imagine you go to your friends, you say, you know what, I have started a new business, it's doing so well. You're bragging. Your friends really hate going out with you.
Correct. And that was actually point number 4 for me.
Okay, never mind. Let's jump to point
We'll
number
just
4.
jump into point number 4, which is friends hate you.
Yeah,
Friends
friends
hate you.
dislike you a lot.
Because a lot of time, the side hustle ends up being something of an MLM.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying MLM is bad. I'm not saying being an insurance agent or I mean, these are legal ones, right? And again, these are the legal side hustle that a lot of people do. And they say, you can just do this part-time after your office hour. Or
Yep.
even during your office hour, you can do a little bit. But then you start cold calling your friends,
Yeah.
friends that you haven't seen in a long time. Hey, Ingky, can I yum cha with you?
Yeah, I would say that is something that you really dislike, especially when someone texts you like out of the blue.
10 years ago.
Exactly. When
you
you have
know,
not heard of them for so long, suddenly say, hey, let's catch up.
Let's
It's like,
catch up. Huh?
ah.
Got something I want to share
Yeah,
with you.
there's something I want to share with
Huh.
you. Yeah.
You lose friends.
Yes.
You lose friends.
You
And
lose
even
friends.
if they entertain you and you manage to hustle them to sign up with you, it strains the relationship.
Yes, it is.
Strains the relationship.
Yes,
So,
it is.
side hustles are bad for relationships.
Yeah, it is. Now, since we are talking about relationships, going to point number 5. All right, it actually breaks up families. All right, it actually breaks up families. Now, imagine this: you are at work for X amount of hours
Correct,
already.
correct,
Now you
correct,
go home. Now, when you go home, this is time. This is precious time. Whatever time limitation you have, it's time for you to bond with your spouse, if you have one at home, bond with your kids, if you have kids at home, or bond with the rest of your family members or your friends. All right. Now, imagine you go home and you don't talk to anyone.
Correct.
And you straight away jump to your side gig.
Correct.
Whether your side gig's in the house or it's outside.
Correct.
So imagine not seeing your family for days and days on end. Imagine over the long period of time, right? What kind of message that you're actually putting to your family, especially if you have kids, right? You might think I'm doing the best for them. I'm building a legacy. I'm showing them that hard work is important. But what the kids see is my dad is always not around. My mom is always not around.
Correct.
All right. They will have a very strained relationship with you. So imagine, you might have made a lot of money in the future, but there's no one there to share the happiness with.
Correct. And a lot of time, because now you have two responsibilities, what will happen is, even if you're there, let's say, spending quality time, the phone's going to ring.
Yes,
The
that's
text
right.
is going to come in.
Yes, that's right.
And then
That's
you'll
right.
be busy answering
You'll be
something
busy
that's
answering.
important.
You'll be away on important occasions.
You're there, but not there.
Yes, that is
You're
right.
there, but not there. With one job, you're already there, but not there, times one.
Imagine you have two jobs, right?
Now it's times three.
Yeah.
So no joke, it will, like you said, disrupt families.
Yeah, you will definitely disrupt families.
It will disrupt families. Okay, point number 6. Now, this one is something that people don't realize, but it might bite you back in the ass later.
Oh, definitely.
Now, what I mean is, you do this 2 job, your tax bracket actually goes up.
That's true.
Your tax bracket goes up quietly.
That's true.
Quietly. So let's say you were in tax bracket A, because let's say your job was only 5K, and then your second job was, your side hustle gave you another 5.
Yeah, they might push you on a different tax bracket.
You are actually on a different tax bracket now.
That is true.
And a lot of times, a lot of people don't declare their tax on the side hustle.
Yes, that's right. That's right. A lot of people think that, hey, all these things go unnoticed.
Unnoticed, don't worry.
Trust me.
One
they
day.
know. Especially with digital banking, right?
Correct.
With all the funds going in and out, right? People know, right?
They would know.
Right?
And then a lot of times they will let you go by.
Yeah.
But the day they try to audit you,
they were backdate.
they backdate. They backdate.
audits.
Okay, 7 years. But
Yes.
can you imagine, right? Let's say you earn 5,000 extra, new tax bracket, times 12 months, times 7 years, times
The penalty.
Yeah. Suddenly, right, whatever you made from your side hustle does not make sense, because it will bite you back.
Yeah.
Unless your accounting is really good.
Yeah, and so if you're really doing a side hustle, please declare, and not only declare to the taxman, you also should declare it to the company that you're actually working with. Make sure there is no conflict of interest. Because a lot of times, whatever employment contract that you have signed, there is always a clause there whereby you are not supposed to do another job outside.
Correct.
Or you're not supposed to have a job that has a conflict of interest. All right.
Correct.
And a lot of times, right, when you actually break this particular clause, it's immediate termination, number one. And secondly, if the company decide to take a legal action on you,
you are liable.
You
for
are
it.
liable. You have to pay back the company.
Correct.
So do check with the company you're working with.
All right. So 6 reasons why hustle culture
It's toxic.
can be toxic.
Yes, it can potentially be toxic. Now, we're not saying that it's toxic for everyone.
Yeah.
Some people can make it work.
Correct.
All right. Some people can make it work, and some people love it.
Yep.
Right. I actually know people that actually love their main job and love their side hustle. Right. They love both, and then they have no intention of leaving both.
Yeah,
They want to do both for the rest of their life.
Yep.
So if that's for you, please go ahead and do it.
Correct. But if you are the one that thinks and you've not put much thought into it, do consider the other implications. Go in with a much clearer mind, so that you do both clearly.
Yeah, correct.
Until then, we'll be back again next week on the Two Dogs. Like, share,
Comment.
Comment.
Hey, let us know.
Do
if
you do a side hustle?
Do you do a side hustle? Let us know
hustle.
in the comment below what side hustles you do.
Yeah.
All right.
What hustle you do?
To be honest, I never really did any side hustles lah. I always believe once you're at a job, you should dedicate yourself 100%. And if you are unhappy with your job, just quit your job and go get another job lah.
Yeah, I prefer that.
Just go get another job
Go get
lah.
another job. Why do two?
Yeah,
and
why
get
do
stressed?
two at the same time, right?
It's only
Exactly.
X amount of hours you have a day.
Exactly.
Oh, I know what's a side hustle. This is our side hustle.
Yeah, this is a side hustle. Well, this is not really a hustle lah. This one is just two
Two
guys sitting down,
blabbering all the time,
just-
and somehow
just
you're
talking
listening.
crap.
Okay, until then, we'll be back again next week. Dr.
See you
Ali
guys.
signing off. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.